Good morning and welcome to STEM Saturday. I'm Miss Linda and today we are going to do a fun project with Skittles. By now, I hope you've picked up your packet so that you can do this project along with me and have some fun while doing so. Otherwise, you can do this anytime you want. I always give you the instructions and everything that you need that you may not have. So, in your little bag of goodies, you will find most important ingredient, a bag of Skittles, very colorful Skittles, a white plate, and we're doing white for a reason, and a little thing of instructions. This is Skittles experiment instructions, and of course each time I give you your little notes taking pages so that you can write what you thought would happen, maybe what did happen, what you'd hoped it would happen, and maybe something that you'd want to do different the next time around. Now this little sheet offers you different activities and things that you can do with your Skittles besides what we're going to do, so you can have some fun with it. Okay, while I'm setting up, I've also seen that you can do art with your Skittles. I have seen that done. Take Skittles and water and just a creative touch. So what I'm going to do is, on my white plate, I am going to organize some Skittles. And just so that you know, they're delicious. And I think just to make sure that they're good, I'm going to try a red one. They're good. Now, when you add your Skittles together, you can do a pattern. I'm going to do a pattern. My pattern is going to be a pattern of two different colors, two Skittles of the same color right next to each other. And have some fun. I guess I have to put some red ones on there, even though I am tempted to eat them. And continue my pattern all the way around. All right, so I've got green and yellow. I always wondered, but I think these are supposed to be purple, even though they look kind of brown. I don't know. So I did green and yellow, and these dark purple, I'm going to call it. And then I did, let's see what comes next. We're going to do orange. And, of course, my favorite, reds. Probably shouldn't have eaten that one. You have to be careful not to eat too many so that you have enough for your design. And so after my red comes green, then yellow, just kind of making it colorful. After my yellow comes more of these dark ones. And then orange. Then red. Ooh, you know what? I might even have enough to eat afterwards. They're so good. Okay, after my red, I do green. And then it kind of starts back over again. Oops, and yellow. And these dark ones. Okay, so that's all pretty close. After the dark ones, I'll put a couple more orange in there, squeeze them in. Okay, I've got all these extra. All right, I must try a yellow one. I actually forgot how good Skittles are. So, if you can see, without me tipping this too much, you can see, whoops, my pattern. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to pour water over on the Skittles, and they are going to start dissolving so that the color is going to come off. Let's see what happens. You never know. There are times that I've done experiments, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, sometimes it's not as good or whatever, just have fun. That's always been my mantra. So let's see. Whoa, don't want to lose my pattern. So let's see, filling it with water. Not filling it, but there. I'm making sure that the bottom of my white plate is filled with water. And I'll bet by now you could guess why I used a white plate. Why? Because all of the colors will show up and you'll be able to see. Now I can see it already, and I think you should be able to see it too. Can you see how my colors are running? Now, there's some very interesting things about this. And for some reason, as the colors run, I have red, and actually believe, and I'm going to really watch it and see, that supposedly, and you'll have to let me know how yours turns out when you do this. You can see the rainbow of colors. The colors do not mix together. They're not going into, now I see a little bit of movement of the colors. Maybe that's from me splashing it around, but for the most part, all the colors are just kind of coming off of the Skittles, like down into, it looks like, I know you can see it a little bit, a beautiful rainbow. Okay, so that's what yours is going to look like. And remember, you're going to do this, but you're also going to have other games to do it. So, do you think that this is it? Not quite. Okay, so, we can take the Skittles. Wow, it really is pretty. Whoa, see the colors going everywhere. I know you can see it a little bit. Now if I put it back, yeah, the colors mix a little bit when I do that, you know, when you're moving them around. But if you keep it still, they all just kind of dissolve and go right into the middle. So here's the fun, tasty part. And I'm going to start with my favorite color, red. You can even pick one up, and you can see. Now, I found this is very interesting as well, and I'm not sure why, but it will dissolve. This is dissolving on the bottom. Turned it all white, except for one red dot, which I thought was really interesting. Let me try another color. Let's try this orange one. It's also white with one little orange dot. And let's try the yellow. The same thing. It's white with one little yellow dot. So that's what happens to the Skittles, which is interesting. And do you think they're still edible? Oh yeah, they should still be good. So let me try one of my red ones. Okay, that little red dot is still there. Taste it. It's just water on there. Now, you'll have to test this for yourself, but it still tastes good. It's not quite as fruity as when the whole thing is covered in that flavor, in that cherry flavor. Let me try green one again. You can see. Let me try that. Still good. Not quite as fruity. Well, because the fruit is missing from the bottom. Okay, now I did not supply you with a straw, but if you happen to have a straw, here's the fun part, because it's water and it's all the fruit flavoring dissolving off. Should taste like flavorful water. Let's try it. taste like. It tastes a little watered down, but it's fruity, so it tastes like maybe a watered down fruit punch. Let me try it again. Yeah, watered down fruit punch. So good. And if you don't have a straw, you can use a spoon. How about dip your finger in it? Especially if nobody else is going to be dipping their fingers in it. You don't want to make it a community dipping thing. Oh, wonder if my finger will stay that color. Anyway, Skittles. Playing with Skittles. Lots and lots of colors. And you know, Skittles are not just for eating. So it's time for you to take your Skittles, eat a couple, and have fun playing with your Skittles.